everyone. This is Christina again, having to upload another episode two of our podcast, Vows and Vision. So I am so happy to be back again after the episode aired last month. So parang ang tagal no? Para ilang weeks lang, 2 weeks lang ata yung nakalipas. Pero yes, I'm so happy to be here again, creating another podcast for you guys to tune into. So I'm so excited about the topic that we will be having today. Actually, I'm so happy with all the feedbacks, with all the reactions I've got from the last podcast, episode one, DIY wedding where to start. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm really happy how the people who've watched it really did help in boosting my confidence in doing another episode. So here I am shooting another episode of Vows and Visions. So this will be episode two, some untraditional things we've done on our wedding. So last episode really got a positive feedback, almost 300 views on my TikTok account. So snippets lang kasi yung nakapost sa TikTok. So not all of the whole episode is there. So I've also linked my YouTube channel on my TikTok description. So ayun. And then thank you dahil sobrang thankful ako for all the people who've watched the full video on YouTube. So I think it's almost 50 views. So 50 views is a lot. 50 people is a lot to watch that video. Sobrang dami. So I was really overwhelmed at all of the feedback, all of the responses that I've received is really so happy with you guys really liking the video that I've made, the episode one. So right now, since we have already discussed the topic of where to start when planning your DIY wedding, ngayon naman, we will be discussing some untraditional things that we have done on our wedding. So, um, ito kasi, this is something that we never really planned to have on our wedding. But as a DIY bride, syempre, as I've discussed on my first podcast, di ba, parang um, ang daming about my suppliers, di ba? Ang daming nangyari. Parang ang daming nangyari. So, every suggestion that we have, we relate it to our suppliers. So, your suppliers really, you should really pick the suppliers that can accommodate you as a whole being. So, ako yung tipo ng ano na talagang marami akong gusto and it's okay for me if hindi siya masusunod or if there are alternatives. Pero ayun, sobrang dami kong suggestions, sobrang dami kong binibigay na thoughts or information. Pero at the same time, I'm still doing it on my own, on my side. Pero ayun, to help those suppliers. So right now, we're on our episode 2, which is unpopular traditions or unpopular things that we have done on our wedding. So I know this will be just a very, very short podcast. Last podcast, yung episode 1 natin, it's almost an hour, 50 minutes ata siya. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. And ito naman ngayon, I think this will be a shorter one than before. So let's start. Let's do this. Okay, uh, first thing na ginawa namin that is not really popular to, siguro hindi pa siya popular in the Philippines, pero popular siya in the States or wherever it is. Pero unang-unang popular tradition na meron kami on our wedding is yung unity sand. Most of the brides, the graduate brides, most of the brides know that um, merong unity candle, which is 3 candles or 1 candle. This is for Christian wedding, ah. I'm not sure, I think, meron pa rin candles sa Catholic weddings. So, meron pa rin candles. So, eto naman, the unity sand na ginawa namin, this consists of 3 sands and a jar or bottle of jar. Yung amin kasi heart-shaped siya. So, heart-shaped na jar, glass jar. Then, we bought 3 sands, which is blue, pink, and white. So this tradition that we did, parang sinuggest siya ng officiant namin, which is sabi niya sa amin, sinuggest niya na he wants to do something different that we can treasure in our home, that when we look at it, we remember the day, our day that happened. 'Di ba? Parang memorabilia na rin siya, souvenir for us. So, ayun, we have the Unity Sand, which is on the part of the ceremony. Ayun, yung bottle, jar bottle is nandun sa harap. Then, we will take turns in filling it. So, ako ata yung naunang mag-fill, then sunod si husband. Then, yung white sand represents God. Di ba? So, um, sunod-sunod kaming nag-fill nun up until na-fill siya to the brim nung jar. So, ayun. It's a very unique concept. Lalo na kung gusto mo, kasi ako, I am really a person who wants to treasure everything. So, nag-agree ako dun sa ganong setup wherein I want to something to treasure. Treasure my day. Ganon. So, we've did it. And right now, di ko siya makuha. I'm so sorry. I'm really not prepared for this. Pero, naka-display siya ngayon dun sa desk namin. So, to remind us of the day that happened. So, ayun, para na rin siyang memorabilia. And the second unpopular tradition that we did on that day is, for me ha, unpopular tradition is yung nagkaroon ng praise and worship. Pero I know it's being normalized na for Christian weddings to have a praise and worship before the ceremony or before the start of the vows or whatsoever, di ba? So yeah, me and my husband decided to have this setup wherein we will start first with singing a song. So, to worship the Lord before we start everything. So, yung song na inano namin is Lilim. Yan, yun yung song namin na inlay or kinanta nung araw na yun. So, it was really memorable for me kasi I think that is the first time na I've really sang in front of my family, as led a worship in front of my family. So, ayun. It's really memorable for me na unpopular siya kasi um, sa lahat ng weddings that I've been to sa family side ko, sa mga kapatid ko, first one to do that is me. So, yeah, that's an unpopular tradition. So, the third thing that we have that is unpopular traditions is we have our seed dance. So, feeling ko hindi, yung name lang niya is yung unpopular, pero it is equivalent to the first dance. Kung naka-attend na kayo ng wedding, the first dance is yung parang sayaw, first dance ng bride and groom as a couple or as a married couple. So, yung sa amin, instead of calling it a first dance, we called it a seed dance. Seed dance because it is a tradition na parang people will put seed or will plant something to us in our life as a start of our family or sa savings namin or whatsoever. So we didn't technically call it as a first dance, but we called it a seed dance. Then kung nakita niyo na 'to, nauso din siya yung parang, instead of pinning the envelope to the the clothes of the bride and groom, um, the people, the guests, sorry, the guest is the ones who will clip it dun sa string na meron. So, parang nagsasabit lang sila sa isang red string, pero hindi sa sa'min. So, technically, what we want to do in that segment is to greet the people that will be going to give seed sa'min, yung mga magsasabit, yung magbibigay ng monetary gifts. So, what we wanted what me and my husband wanted to do is to engage with the guests while it is ongoing. Kasi ewan ko, for us, it's really special to connect with those people that we invited in. Kasi siyempre mga close friends namin sila, so we really want to 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 really be with them in that moment na parang, okay, to personally thank them. Kasi, as I have previously saw in most of the weddings that I've been to, parang ang hirap na parang nagsasayaw kayo. Well, iba-iba naman tayo ng gimmick, so it's up to you. Then, magsasayaw kayo, tapos parang nahihirapan mag-pin yung and syempre, um, sa'kin din on my thought, hindi din sa'kin yung gown. So, I don't want something na maruwan yung gown, then parang 'pag ibabalik ko kasi rent lang yung gown ko, 'pag ibabalik ko sila may sira or whatsoever, 'di ba? So, we've decided to go on that notion or on that note na we just wanted to be engaged with people that will be coming and giving us monetary gifts because that seems to me it's personal. Kasi for me parang sobrang personal nun na ikaw magbibigay ka ng gift, monetary gift or any kind of gift that you will bring, 'di ba, to the couple na parang it is something that really I want to personally thank them on that day kasi siyempre hindi naman na biro ang pera ngayon, 'di ba? Parang pinaghihirapan 'yan. So, on that day, we both decided, me and my husband decided that we wanted to greet those people that will be coming to give us monetary gifts and also just gifts in general, yung gamit dito sa bahay. So, ayan, that is something unpopular or something different that we may did on our wedding. That is just the third thing that we did on our wedding that is different. And also, um, the fourth thing that we did, technically, parang hindi namin siya ginawa kasi, I mean, ginawa pala namin siya. Sorry, nag-blank out ako. Iba na yung nasa isip ko. Pero yung the fourth thing that is unpopular that we did on our wedding is yung um, mother, mother's bride and groom's dance and father's groom and bride's dance. So, kumbaga nung una, pinag-usapan namin 'to ng husband ko kasi siyempre ang groom and the mother's groom has their moment to dance on that day, and also the bride and the father's bride also get to dance on that day. Pero naisip ko, sabi ko, what if yung father ni groom is i-dance ako on that day since we're all of family na, and i-dance niya yung mother ko, which is mother of the bride. So that is something that is unpopular that we did on that wedding day. Pina-customize namin siya dun sa um, coordinator namin na to add it on the program. Kasi ang dami din namin inalis, technically. Ang dami namin inalis na kasama sa program. Then, yun yung dinagdag namin. So, dinagdag namin yun. It is just something that is special kasi syempre you are one big family and you want the involvement of your parents as much as you can on that day to highlight everything. it becomes so special kasi nga, it is something that we want to treasure. Kasi yung husband ko is really family-oriented, and I as well, I am family-oriented. So, we've agreed to the part that we honor both of our parents by doing this, by adding this program to our reception, di ba? So, ayun yung pang-apat na unpopular tradition that happened on our wedding is um, my my husband um, did a first dance with my mother, and I did the first dance with his father. So, ayun, para both sides nakapagsayaw, di ba, with us. And, ayun, yun yung pang-apat na unpopular tradition that we did on our wedding day, which is you as a soon-to-be bride or planning to have a wedding, you can also add that to honor your parents, both of your parents, to honor them, and to recognize them on that day para may spotlight sila. And also another unpopular tradition that we did is um, yung um, hindi well wishers technically yung tawag sa kanya, pero we've adjusted it as declarations. So, the people that we pick, hindi nila alam na magsasalita sila sa araw ng kasal ko. So, technically, nung araw ng kasal namin, they don't know that they will be speaking in front. So, parang held at gunpoint sila, pero hindi. So, ayun. We have pair ng ninong at ninang. Isang pair ng ninong at ninang to speak for declarations or advices. Then we have our best friends, side ni groom, side ni bride, and we also have relatives sa side ni groom and sa side ko, ni bride. So, that is an additional to our program. And very unpopular siya kasi that is the first time that um, I have seen that kind of program kasi the previous programs always ninong at ninang lang yung nagsasalita for the declarations or well-wishers. Pero this time, parang ginusto namin nga na some of our friends, some of our ninong and ninang, and some of our relatives can speak in front to give us declarations or advices or whatever they want to tell us on that day. So it really adds to this segment na parang um, hindi patay yung program. So it really adds to the celebration and to the unity of both of the families kasi we get to know each and every one of the family members, yung mga ninong at ninang namin, which is very personal and dahil nga yun, as I mentioned, di ba, parang very family-oriented kami. So, for us, it's not just about us on that day, but we also wanted to get the advices or declarations from our family members and friends. And the next thing that we have on our list as an unpopular tradition is, ayan, panglima na pala to. Panglimang unpopular tradition that we did on our wedding day. Fifth unpopular tradition that we did on our wedding day is, I think, yung dalawa yung best man. Dalawa yung best man ng husband ko, which is his his brothers. So, nung una, I was really against with that idea na sabi ko, hindi ba confusing kasi ito yung role ng best man, ganyan. I am really trying my hard to explain to him kasi nga, ayun, parang sinasabi ko nga before on my previous podcast that I am a coordinator. So, I really am uh, telling him na are you sure gusto mo dalawa yung best man mo, ganito, ganyan, kasi ang dami mo ng groomsmen, tapos dalawa yung best man mo. So, it's like, hindi, gusto ko dalawa sila. So, ayun na nga. So, in our wedding, dalawa yung best man. So, that is an unpopular tradition kasi technically, best man siya, hindi siya best man. So, in weddings, 'di ba, best man lang ang meron. Pero on our wedding, there are two best man. So, best men. And sobrang, sobrang ano lang niya, very unpopular siya, pero it really goes down to the roots of him being a family-oriented guy that he wants both of his brothers to be his best man and really has parang nagkaroon ako ng soft spot sa puso ko na gusto niya sila talagang dalawa kahit anong gawin kong pilit na mamili siya, sabi niya, hindi ako makakapili, gusto ko silang dalawa. Which is um, sobrang unpopular talaga. Pero it all turned out good. It all turned out the best things that has happened on our wedding. It might be unpopular or hindi siya trend, but it really did leave a mark on us na parang we would want to do it all over again with the same things that we wanted na unpopular traditions that we made. Actually, may isa kaming unpopular tradition na hindi namin nagawa, which is kasi sobrang kulang na sa time. Which is sana, before kami mag-walk down the aisle, um, we both wanted to have a quiet time or a prayer time together. So, dahil short na yung time namin, so we are not able to do it. Kaya wala na, dun na lang talaga bumawi sa worship time namin before the wedding started. So, those are the unpopular traditions that we did on our wedding. See, sobrang iksi lang talaga niya kasi sobrang konti lang. Kasi most of the uh, things that we did on our wedding, it is really what is the normal. And ayun, hindi ko alam kung normal or unpopular ba yung ginawa namin. Kasi uso na siya ngayon, yung street food na tuhog-tuhog while cocktail hour. So, it's really a trend na, nagiging trend na siya kasi nga, well, Pinoy style. So, hindi na tayo yung grazing table na mga, ang tawag doon, mga pastry, ayun, donuts and whatsoever. So, I think it's not an unpopular tradition that is being done kasi may mga food carts na talaga na puro tuhog-tuhog eh. So, those are the unpopular traditions that we did on our wedding day. And looking back, those are the highlights, pinaka-highlights na hindi ko makakalimutan. Kasi yung first dance, makakalimutan ko yan. Which is nakalimutan ko na. Which, sumayaw naman kami, pero ayun. I will not forget the people that is involved in our wedding, the people who really take took their time. So, ayun. So, I think yung gusto ko i-share the popular traditions that we did on our wedding that you, aspiring brides and bride-to-be's, grooms, or just planning a little bit of something for the future. So, ayun lang naman yung gusto ko i-share about the unpopular tradition. So, tune in to another episode that will be coming, I think, by next month. So, yeah, this is just the second episode, and I really do enjoy doing this podcast with you guys. And as much as possible, I want to keep on posting, but syempre, it takes time to edit these videos and to do these videos, of course. So, ayun lang naman. That is unpopular traditions I wanted to share to you guys. So sa susunod nating pagkikita, prepare yourselves to another things, another learnings that we will be talking about in our podcast at Vows and Visions. See you again soon. Bye.